Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, welcome back. It's T-Funk TV, T-Funk TV. Alright, this is part 4, y'all. I got a good one for y'all today. Tell y'all a story about me bucking on the officer and getting sent home from the work site. Alright, my first time in prison, I was eating everything in the jailhouse and in there. You know, I had money and stuff, but you know, if a real convict knows, sometimes you got to go in there and eat them trades, you know, to save your money and, you know, because sometimes it be all right. But, man, they hit you with a lot of mystery meat, processed meat, stuff you don't know what it is, man. And I come to find out in life that my system don't agree with processed meat. So a little thing was coming up on my arm right here, and there it got big. We had to find out what it was. It comes from the processed meat. So I done been to the nurse. We done let my road squad leader know that, you know, I got an arm deflect. Be feeling like needles sticking in my shit at times. So sometimes we don't just pick up trash. We got to go out and clean up city parks and all kind of stuff. So we in a little old hick town called Old Fort, North Carolina. We at a graveyard city park on this day. You either got the bush axe or the weed eater. Today we got the weed eater. So we up there, and this how the bad man work. This how Satan work. We up there. We on a steep hill. So boom, everybody up there working. We working. I can't really remember how long, because I wasn't saying that for the little 70 cents. I was working with my arm hurt. That's how you get paid today, 70 cents. You get $1, but they take 30 cents out for the little nasty ass pack out that they give you every day. I wasn't even saying nothing about, you know, the labor or whatever at first, because I had a weed eater. You know, I was doing whatever, you know. So boom. After so long, my weed eater started turning up. The string kept breaking. I had to keep going back and forth down the hill, me and him fooling with it. So like the second time, my weed eater broke. You know, so I went back down the hill. He tried to tell me to fix it. I couldn't get it fixed. So he got frustrated with a nigga. And after he got frustrated with me, shoot, next thing he told me, being it's like 15 other people out there, it seemed like you would tell somebody to give me they weed eater, because I got a thing on my arm. You know my arm messed up. This man told me to get the bush axe, y'all. If y'all know what a bush axe is, that's the thing you should cut high stuff with and go out there in the woods and laborly cut. So I ain't even gonna lie. I bush axe for probably about an hour. Arm start hurting a little bit. We done stopped for lunch. A little nasty. I don't eat swine no more, but you had a little nasty ham. And if you done been in North Carolina prison, you know peanut butter sandwiches come with jelly already mixed in it. They put enough in the middle for 3 sandwiches. That's what I mostly ate. Or a little nasty bologna come in this little slime. These little plastic packs look like the junk slime. And you got that Jim Jones. They say it's the shit who killed Elvis and Tupac. You can throw it on the sidewalk, but it'll stay there. It's red, yellow, green, and orange. I don't drink it. Just drink the water or the tea. But anyway, man, my arm hurting me. I ain't saying that, and I ain't really talking to nobody, because I ain't got no pain medicine out there with me. It's hot and everything, and I'm in my mind. I'm getting madder and madder, bro. I'm getting madder and madder now. Because I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I ain't trying to be funny. But that come on, man. Tell somebody else get me a weed either. So I go back. We start back working after everybody get through eating. I try to make my weed eater work again. Undo some extra stuff. Try to make it work. I goes back up on the hill. It's working for a little while. Here he come again, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna give him all the credit. But here he come again. Pops again. I go back down there. He tell me, get the bush axe. When I go back up there again, y'all, felt like nails and needles and stuff was poking me in my arm. Man, I went back down there. I slammed that bush axe in front of him. I said, you do it. I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't doing nothing else, man. I don't care. Me and him going back and forth. We almost about to fight, seem like. Because I'm like, man, why don't you tell somebody? I asked him this. I'm like, man, why don't you tell somebody else to give me their weed eater with good arms and you let them use the bush axe? Man, he was a butthole, though. Straight up butthole, man. So he wasn't trying to do that. He wasn't trying to do that. So me and him going back and forth, we talking jump back to him. I bucket on his ass. So boom, all of a sudden, he say, look, don't even worry about it. Set everything down, stand to the side. They got this little radio, they call back to the yard. He called for the people to come and get me. So when they took me back to the yard, he thought he was going to get to jail me. But I had already done went to medical, and this was on record. So they didn't get to put me in the hole, so they put me on something called medical maintenance. Where at this camp right here, when you're on medical maintenance, you don't get to do no work. You can't do nothing. You just sitting around like you almost in jail. And see, when you're in prison, early in the morning when you wake up, if you're on the camp, the person who keeps the dorms clean, you got to get up at 7 o'clock. The only time you ain't outside is if it's raining. But sleep, clothes, all that shit, you going outside and sit till that dorm get clean. And then you get to go back in. And you can't turn no TVs on till the roll squad, what I was on, the community work program, come in. Then you can turn the TVs on about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But other than that, you laying around. And so I had to lay around for like a month on this. About 12, I go eat chow, come in and take me a nap. Maybe time for the roll squad. I had a little pattern I had got down, though. Because they'll open this big yard, but every so often, so that you really confined to a small yard all the time, bro. But he knew what he was doing. I didn't actually have to go in the hole, but he stopped everything that I had going on. But he ain't do nothing. But when Satan try to stop something, mean something for the bad, the Most High, a higher will bring something to the good for you. So boom. After that, went back in there. Man, talked to my case manager. They got me another job. Best job on the yard. Working with the National Army. Y'all, I go in there every day. Sometimes I don't even have to. Go in there, make sure they daggum office clean, make sure they trash dump. And boom, they had this big old gym. And I could shoot ball in there, or I could go in the area where I could lounge, go to sleep on the couch. I watch BET all day, cable. I had access to their refrigerator. He told me I could go to. I could use the phone when I wanted to for free. I had it made. I could have really got wild, but I ain't had nothing. But you know, this probably right here was probably about my 5th or 6th month. I did 8 months on the Senate. So boom, yeah, this probably about my 5th or 6th months. I ain't had nothing but a little bit of time left, so I ain't try to, you know, I probably was about an hour and 30 minutes away from home, so I ain't try to make nothing shake like that. But yeah, the old cow was hitting me back, man. Yeah, he meant for the bad, he came for the good, man. And I'm hurt, and I'm trying to work. But he wanted to stop it. He wanted to put me in the hole and couldn't. And just so happened I had went and spent that $7 to go to medical. Yeah, when you're in prison, y'all, you go to the dentist, medical, anything, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Yeah, it's going to cost you, y'all. It's going to cost you. But yeah, I got some more banging stories coming for you. If y'all like these stories, man, help me keep them going. $ T-Funk6. Shoot, you can send me $1. Hey, the Most High done blessed me to be able to, you know, be happy for anything somebody do for me, small or big. So, man, like I said, $ T-Funk6. Hey, help me grow this channel. This T-Funk TV coming at you, and I'm going to be coming back at you with a whole bunch of more bangers. Cheers.